sixth gift you should never accept from anyone. Don't get me wrong, there is actually nothing wrong with accepting gifts, but there are times that God is trying to save you or stop you from impending doom, so he will propel you or help you or guide you not to accept some specific gifts for your own good. I'm going to be showing you the signs that you should look out for in order not to accept some certain kind of gift. But before I go deep into this video, you've not subscribed, do well to do that. Like this video, share and comment so that other persons can see this video and also be helped just like you are about to be helped. Now, what are these 6 gifts you should never accept from anyone? Number 1 is gifts from persons not in good terms with your parents. Now, majority of us make these mistakes of saying that my parent's enemy is not my enemy. I'm not saying you should go out there and make enemies with every single person your parents have made enemies with. But then, you should not be accepting gifts from people who would gladly get rid of your parents if they have the chance to. Let me make you understand something. That a person does not love your parents does not mean that same person can love you. Now, when a person who do not like your parents all of a sudden becomes unusually in love with you, begins to do something so right by your side, it is an indication that particular person wants to get rid of a parent but through you. Now, when a person cannot get your parents but they have gotten you, such a person have already gotten your parents. You have to be discerning. I'm not saying as children of God we should be building our life on suspicion, but we have to be wise. The Bible says we should be as gentle as a dove but as wise as a serpent. We have to come to that understanding where we embrace the realities of the world where we live in. You have to understand that a person cannot want to frustrate the parents but then at the same time want to be very good with you. So when a person openly hates your parents, disapproves of their safety, it is an indication that you should stay away from that person and anything that has to do with the giftings coming from that particular person for your own safety. Now, the second gift are gifts dedicated to idol. The scripture recorded that Daniel said, and Daniel proposed in his heart that he will not defile himself with a portion of the king's meat. What do I mean by gift dedicated to idol? You know that these are festive periods. You know within your heart that this particular meat is coming from a particular source that is not pure spiritually. You have no business accepting that particular meat. You have no business accepting that particular gift, irrespective of the relationship you share with the person. You kindly tell this particular person no. Do you know why you can't accept that gift? Because any gift you accept that have been dedicated to idol, eating it or wearing it means you are paying allegiance to that particular idol that have the dedication or that have the worship of that particular gift. You have to come to this understanding. It is not until you bow down to the idol, by virtue of embracing the realities of the things they accept, you are only paying obeisance to the same or paying allegiance to the same things that they accept. We should not allow our long throats and our intentions to fill among make us compromise the principles that God has given to us. When a gift is coming from a place of idolatry, irrespective of who is bringing that particular gift, you have no right to accept that gift as a child of God. Turn it down, because when you accept such gift, you only end up opening portals for more manipulation from the demonic world into your own world, thereby leaving you in a place where you are vulnerable for the things that you do not want. Next gift you should never accept is sudden gift from the people who are not in good terms with you. This particular one, I regard them as a trap. When someone who was never in good terms with you all of a sudden wakes up one morning and decides to gift you, it is a trap. Run away from it. In the Bible, we remember King Saul hated David passionately, but a certain time came, he threw a banquet for David, and in that particular banquet, Jonathan was sitting right behind him, but David's spot was missing. Remember, Jonathan has been very close to David and had given David a hint. Now, when Saul discovered that his own son was walking in line, in fact, this particular banquet was a trap. He trapped in order to want to kill David. When he discovered that his own son was working with David, he threw a javelin at his own son. He almost killed his own son. Now, a man who can intentionally want to even kill his son based on his own anger can go that far to kill David. When a person who hates you, when a person who abhors you, when a person who is not in good terms with you, all of a sudden want to be nice, all of a sudden want to be cozy, and is bringing gifts, it is a trap. Do not be too fast to welcome such a gift, because when you do, you only have accepted subconsciously everything that particular person wants to do. You realize that even in the realm of the spirit, your spirit man becomes weak to fight against these particular things. Why? Because you have consented to the wrongs that you are supposed to chase away. The next gifts are gifts that when they are coming, you're already feeling a level of uncomfortability. What am I trying to say? Someone promises to give you something, but within your spirit, you know that you should not be accepting that particular gift. There is something about your spirit that is rejecting that gift. Or somebody even wants to visit you. Something is telling you to turn down that particular visitation proposal, and you are wondering, why should I do that? Look, let me tell you something. God sees beyond our mortal eyes. God sees what we are not seeing, and now God is trying to protect you because of the future. The reason why you are feeling this uncomfortable, only God knows. It could be an indication that there is something wrong coming as a result of this particular visitation or gift that this particular person wants to give to you. There are some gifts that when they come into your life, they come with problems. Now, God might be trying to avert that particular problem. Do not be too familiar with people that you do not know when to say no. Kindly tell the person, I love you, I appreciate you, but I might not be needing this particular gift at this given point in time. Learn to say no. That you are saying no does not mean you hate the person. That you are saying no does not mean you do not want the person to come to your house. But in that particular moment and time, your spirit is not agreeing. And because your spirit does not agree with that particular visitation or gift, you have no right to accept it. If only you are looking for problems that you might take time to be free from. The next gifts are gifts passed with symbolic meanings handed generation to generation. Now you are getting married. Your grandmother brings you a gift and says, this particular gift is coming from my great grandmother to you, you are looking at this gift, and from the structure of this particular gift, it is not looking like something that is spiritual. Like spiritual, I mean godly spiritual. You are looking at this particular gift, it is looking diabolic. Yet it is a family symbolic artifact, but it is looking diabolic. Do not accept it. You might say we are appearing too spiritual. You might say we are being too religious. But this is an understanding you have to come in terms with. Do not accept it. The moment a particular gift is not being Jesus Christ, the moment a particular gift is not symbolizing Christ, you should not be accepting it. The moment you look at this particular gift and your spirit man can discern that there is something wrong with this gift, then you should not accept it. The moment you are looking at this particular gift that is being transferred to you, and you know that this is a spiritual portal, you know the history of your family, you can attest to the fact that the reason why they are giving this to you is because they have told you in time past that you are supposed to occupy a territorial being, or you are supposed to occupy a particular place in terms of idolatry worship or whatsoever in the place of a family. And you know that this particular gift is not an ordinary gift, but a mantle of leadership handed over to you to manipulate or to become the head leader in the place of evil. You should turn it down if only you want to be free from that demonic manipulation. Some of these also like artifacts. For instance, you go to buy jewelry, you go to buy clothes, and you see some demonic signs written on them, you see some dirty things drawn on them, and you don't want to buy, and people are like, these are just mere designs. As Christians, we are very, very careful, and we are really discerning. Some of these things are portals. Why would you go and carry some certain kind of animal head and bring into your home, and you expect the devil not to infiltrate them, and you expect demonic power not to infiltrate them? You have to come to that understanding. When you realize that as much as the things of God are spiritual, so are the things of this world. You have to come to that very understanding. It is not every single jewelry you see you must purchase. It's not every single clothes you see you must buy. It's not everything anybody gives you must wear. Some of these things are better left in the room and not touched. Lastly, the next gift are gifts that open up your pain. The moment you realize that a particular gift is opening up your pain, you were in a relationship and all of a sudden the relationship relationship ended in a bad state, and you see other things that you are gifted in time past, and this thing is not allowing you move on, it is time to let them go. It is time to let them go. God is gifting you things that only bring back your pain. People mourn differently. Maybe you lost someone and you are trying to heal, and people are bringing you things that only remind you of that particular person. If you are not in the right frame of mind to bear this pain, it is time to let them go. Yes, it is time to let them go if you want to move forward. It is time to let them go if you want to grow. It is time to let them go if you need transformation. Thank you so much for watching this very amazing video. What part of this video transformed you the more? What part of this video meant a lot to you? Please, I want to read your comment. Do it to comment here. I want to read your comment, and don't forget to like, to share, and also subscribe to this particular channel so that other persons can see these videos too and be blessed just like you are blessed. God bless you.